Ferdinand II was King of León and Galicia from 1157 to his death. Life. Born in Toledo, Castile, he was the son of King Alfonso VII of León and Castile and of Berenguela of the House of Barcelona. At his father's death, he received León and Galicia, while his brother Sancho received Castile and Toledo. Ferdinand earned the reputation of a good knight and hard fighter, but did not display political or organizing faculty. He spent most of his first year as king in a dispute with his powerful nobles and an invasion by his brother Sancho III. In 1158 the two brothers met at Sahagun, and peacefully solved the heritage matters. However, Sancho died in the same year, being succeeded by his child son Alfonso VIII, while Ferdinand occupied parts of Castile. The boundary troubles with Castile restarted in 1164. He then met at Soria with the Lara family, who represented Alfonso VIII, and a truce was established, allowing him to move against the Muslim Almoravids who still held much of southern Spain, and to capture the cities of Alcantara and Albuquerque. In the same year, Ferdinand defeated King Afonso I of Portugal, who, in 1163, had occupied Salamanca in retaliation for the repopulation of the area ordered by the King of León. In 1165 he married Urica, daughter of Afonso of Portugal. However, strife with Portugal was not put to an end by this move. In 1168 Afonso again felt menaced by Ferdinand II's repopulation of the area of Ciudad Rodrigo. He then attacked Galicia, occupying Tui and the territory of Shinzo de Olimia, a former fief of his mother. However, as his troops were also besieging the Muslim citadel of Badajoz, Ferdinand II was able to push the Portuguese out of Galicia and to rush to Badajoz. When Afonso saw the Leones arrive, he tried to flee, but he was disabled by a broken leg caused by a fall from his horse, and made prisoner at one of the city's gates. Afonso was obliged to surrender as his ransom almost all the conquests he had made in Galicia in the previous year. In the peace signed at Pontevedra the following year, Ferdinand got back 25 castles, and the cities of Cáceres, Badajoz, Trujillo, Santa Cruz and Montanchez, previously lost by León. When in the same years the Almoravids laid siege to the Portuguese city of Santarém, Ferdinand II came to help his father-in-law, and helped to free the city from the menace. Also, in 1170, Ferdinand created the military religious order of Santiago de Compostela with the task to protect the city of Cáceres. Like the order of Alcantara, it initially began as a knightly confraternity and took the name Santiago after St. James the Apostle. In 1175 Pope Alexander III annulled Ferdinand II and Urica of Portugal's marriage due to consanguinity. The king remarried to Teresa Fernandez de Traba, daughter of Count Fernando Pérez de Traba, and widow of Count Nuno Pérez de Lara. In 1178 war against Castile broke out. Ferdinand surprised his nephew Alfonso VIII, occupied Castro Gerras and Juanes, both formerly lands of Teresa's first husband. The war was settled in 1180 with the Peace of Tordesillas. In the same year his wife Teresa died while bearing the second son. In 1184, after a series of failed attempts, the Almohad Caliph Abu Yaqub Yusuf invaded Portugal with an army recruited in northern Africa and, in May, besieged Afonso I in Santarém. The Portuguese were helped by the arrival of the armies sent by the Archbishop of Santiago de Compostela in June, and by Ferdinand II in July. In 1185 Ferdinand married for the third time to Urica López de Haro, who was his mistress since 1180. Araucar tried in vain to have Alfonso IX, first son of Ferdinand II, declared illegitimate, to favor her son Sancho. Ferdinand II died in 1188 at Benavente, while returning from a pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela. He was buried in the Cathedral of Compostela. In 1230, 42 years after Ferdinand II's death, his namesake grandson Ferdinand III of Castile united Castile with Leon permanently. Family. Ferdinand married Araucar of Portugal around 1165. They had one son, Alfonso IX. Following her repudiation, he formed a relationship with Teresa Fernández de Traba, daughter of Count Fernando Pérez de Traba, and in August 1179 he married her, having Ferdinand legitimized through his parents' subsequent marriage. Child B and D, the 6th of February 1180, whose birth led to the death of its mother. He then formed liaison with Araucar López de Haro, daughter of Lope Diaz y de Haro, whom he married in May 1187, having Garcia. Alfonso B. 1184, legitimized through the subsequent marriage of his parents, died before his father. Sancho, Lord of Fines. Ancestry.